and welcome to the His and Her Show with Jody
and Alex Misiak.
And today we are talking about doing less and being more. This can be really tricky because, you know, as parents, you have children to take care of, or at least a child, depending on your family. And there's chores and work, and there's just so much doing that it's really can be tricky to be just being. And what I mean by that is being present, being fully present. No phones, you're not, and it's not even just technical stuff, looking at the TV or social media, but it's also being present mentally. You know, who goes through their day or, you know, you're having a conversation with somebody and you're actually in your head going, oh, what do I need to do next? Or, oh, they need to stop talking because I need to move on to the next thing. Like, who does that? Probably a lot of people, where we're constantly in a mental state of like, what's next? Or I need to do all this today. Like, and they have a mental list. So today we're going to talk more into this of more being present.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely guilty of doing and not really being. And it is something that I think it's easier actually to get into the habit of just doing and not being, and not the reverse. So like being more and doing less. And something that's helped me is to go like, I should be like, I need to be more so that, I'm not drained at the end of it, and that I'm just enjoying, what's going on right now in this moment. 'Cause it's too easy to chase that next thing. And what I've found is that there's always something coming. There's always something on the horizon. It doesn't stop. And we shouldn't be focused on that as much. You should be more focused on, just being, in that time. Like, for example, our son is still young and likes to be sung to before he gets put down. And I have caught myself while trying to sing to him of thinking about something else. So I've stopped. I'm trying to stop that and just focus on that moment with him. The easiest thing is like to focus on, oh, well, he's actually heavy. Like, so holding him is like, okay, this is a heavy kid, right? So just focusing on how heavy he is, you know, his breathing, his little babbles.
I focus on the cuteness.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like his cute eyes or his nose or his fun expression. I can't,
like, he's tucked into my shoulder when I do it, so you can't really hear too much. I can't really see too much, but I can, like, you know, how he smells, you know, like like engaging all my senses in that room or in that moment.
He smells like baby still, actually, a lot of the time.
I think that's just a soap we use. I don't find he smells like baby too often. You say he smells like all kinds of things, cotton candy and various other things. So I'm like, all right, whatever. He smells, when he smells clean, it's pleasant. And he smells just clean. That's nice. But yeah, so it's engaging all your senses, and that helps be more present in those moments. And by focusing on each sense in turn, it's easier to shut out all those other voices, all those other things going, oh, you need to be doing this next, you need to be doing that next, because those are just thoughts of a future that was yet to happen, as opposed to when you're engaging your senses with what you are observing around you right now. That's happening right now, and that's more powerful. So that helps sort of like dampen down all that other stuff that's sort of getting in the way of enjoying that moment.
Yes, I totally agree. And I love bedtime routine, just, you know, staring at our daughter. And it's just really, yeah, I love the whole senses, bringing that in, especially if you do find yourself distracted. You're actually one of the best people to be talking about this, because you do have an easy time just kind of, you know, getting distracted your phone's always
absolutely
constantly dinging from work.
I get distracted all the time.
And you're constantly in your head. So I love that you're sharing this because you do struggle quite a bit with it. And I love hearing your input and how you've been kind of getting through that. And for me, I just, when I'm cuddling our son, especially when he's under the weather, he loves his cuddles, or even in the morning, especially after a busy weekend, all he wants to do is cuddle me. And it's just being there with him and listening to him tell stories and things like that. So for me, it's just being present. And it's not even just with kids. It's with each other, couples, because it can get so, it can be easy to just, at the end of the day, feel exhausted and not want to do anything. So it's just taking time and being fully present, even with partners. And in doing so, you can actually, in a way, spend less time with each other.
Yes, because it becomes about quality time.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you're spending, hours together, but you're not spending it really together, you're sitting beside each other, you're on the phones together, or like each on your own phone, or whatever it may be. I know for us, there's been times where we've even worked together late at night because we have deadlines or different things going on. And it's making sure that after that, even if it's 15 minutes, especially like, me, I will, when I feel like I don't have enough quality time, where I'm like, okay, I just need 10, 15 minutes where we just talk, like put your phone away. I'll put my phone away and we'll just be with each other. Just have a conversation. Like I need eye contact. And when you're fully present, I don't need as much time. You know what I mean? Like it's like my, because we talk a lot about self-care and filling our own cups up, but we do for relationships to really feel connected with each other is having that as well. And if we're distracted around, and it's not even just has to be partner, spouse, it can be family members, and they can sense it too. I know your parents, sometimes they can tell when you're somewhere else, when they're focusing, and the conversations on the phone last longer. But when you're fully present in the conversations are shorter because you're actually
engaged.
Engaged, and they feel like, okay, like I've had this contact now, we're good to go. So it's about less multitasking and really just giving people 5-10 minutes of your time. And this isn't to make people feel bad about themselves or guilty. It's just being aware of being present. And the more you focus on being present and just engage with people, it'll just come second nature.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to focus on it, work on it. I'm still working on it. There's a few people that I know that are really good at it. You're one of them. My aunt is really good at it because she was a school teacher. So she is able to like focus her attention just on one person while basically the world is going, it's like an apocalypse around her, and she can just focus just on that one person. She's really good at that. But yeah, that it does take practice if you're not naturally inclined to do that, and easier. And if you find yourself easy to get distracted and constantly thinking about the next thing.
Well, it's compartmentalizing, right? So imagine your brain or whatever visual you need, and you have different compartments. It's like a work compartment, home, or you can have one for each child, spouse, friends, and you can each have that. It's like, okay, I'm putting that in there for now. Like it goes in the bucket, and I'm going to go into this room, and I'm going to focus only on this one thing, this one person. And it's just, like you said, though, it does take practice.
Yeah.
And, but I can be the person that when we're out somewhere, this might sound horrible, but like we're, going away without our children, and yes, I miss them, but I'm focused on something else. So I'm not constantly like in my head, like missing our children. Same with our cats. Like you have a harder time, you miss our cats, or you think about things. But for me, it's in a different compartment. So I'm moving on. Like I'm focused 100% on you because that's what we're doing. And we're, out on our own little adventure. So that's just how
Yeah. I mean, but some people aren't very good at compartmentalizing. I'm not very good at compartmentalizing. So I have to find other ways to just focus, to forget about the things that like next to do or get distracted, and just focus on the here and now. And like I said before, the best way I've done that is to just, in turn, focus on each sense, What am I seeing? What am I hearing? What am I smelling? If we happen to be going out to eat, it's like, what is really doing, although it's cute that our daughter is actually practicing it as well as part of her school, like mindful eating, where you're actually paying attention to what you're eating and how you're eating it. So it's not like cramming the food in as fast as you can.
It's fun eating with the kids at her school too, because I was caught once where one of the children were like, let's practice mindful eating. And then I thought to myself, was I gobbling my food down? Like, was I just scarfing? Like, what made this child think that we needed to practice mindful eating? Like, it really made me think about my own being present as well. So it was really incredible having those moments as well.
Yeah, we live in a society which is very go, go, go. And we don't take the time. Like, we are the society. North America is the society that invented fast food. We are the society that invented drive-thrus. Like, this stuff does not exist in other parts of the world where they take eating and drinking to be far more social. We in North America have turned it into a singular activity. And a thing that needs to be done in order to keep moving forward to whatever those goals are. And that is to, I believe, our detriment. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm half Italian and I love the Italians, but spending 5 hours to eat.
I love that. I would love to.
I would do that maybe once or at a wedding or something like that, but I certainly wouldn't want to do that every day. But it is.
Our kids eat for 5 hours straight.
Our kids can graze for 5 hours straight, but we can't get them to focus on their food for like 20, 30 minutes.
That's fair.
But yeah, we can learn. We can take a few things away from societies that are more mindful of what they're consuming and how. I also think that's how we can, like, if you mindfully eat junk food, right, you will be pretty grossed out by it pretty fast. So try that sometime. Like, try mindfully eating something really delicious, like a really healthy salad or a wonderful burger that you created or something like that. And then try mindfully eating fast food and you'll be like, I don't want to eat this. You'll be like, these kinds of foods and stuff in our society, they're designed just to be put in our faces as fast as possible. So we're not focused on actually how gross they taste. Or how flavorless they are. I find anyway. So I find that when I'm practicing, if I practice mindful eating on junk food because I'm running low on energy, or I need a boost or whatever else like that, and I just find myself scarfing it, like, I've definitely stopped myself and gone, did I even eat that? Like, what happened to that thing that I grabbed as a snack?
Did I dream about that?
Yeah,
like,
I dream about, like, where did it go? It's gone. And I don't remember how it tasted or how it felt or anything like that. And that's not healthy. So if I were to do the mindful eating, or mindful drinking or that kind of thing, then I'm really focused on what it tastes like, what it feels like, how it makes me feel.
Yeah, even example of I love how you mentioned mindful drinking. Our daughter, actually, she says it often, but she'll just start drinking water and she's like, this is so yummy. Like, even just taking time to even just enjoy water is pretty incredible.
Yeah, definitely. There are some things I wish she wouldn't mindfully do, like mindfully take her medicine, but like she can make like a 5 milliliter shot of cold medicine last way too long. I was like, we just need you to drink it so that you can go to sleep.
Or the kids and their vitamins.
Or the vitamins, yeah.
I'm going to suck on my vitamin today.
Just make that vitamin last a half an hour when it's meant to be chewed.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But there's definitely some takeaways that we can learn from them. So the mindful eating that they brought back from school, I think, has certainly helped me really scrutinize my eating habits. So that's good too. But yeah, like I said, that's how I try and do the being more present thing, is that I have to engage one by one my senses so that I can drown out. Drown out's probably like too strong a word, but sort of just shut out those other things that are always in the back of my mind, because I can't do the compartmentalizing thing. I've never really been that great at it. I guess it's been my background and how I've always been really good at context switching and moving on to different things, which has been really helpful in my career, but not like not in other aspects of my life. Like, that's great that I can like switch context and do different things as they come in from different angles at work or whatever. But to carry that outside of work, and again, because I'm not good at compartmentalizing, I can't just, when I'm done work, I can't just close the door and forget about work. It takes, concentrated effort. And so I find that engaging my senses helps do that for me.
It's even just taking a moment, like if you just have 5 minutes, or you find, because I love how you said that, we've invented fast food. We just have a fast-paced life, like in general in North America, where it's like go, go, go. And it's even taking 5 minutes and just looking in your surroundings. Like, oh, what do I love about this room? And it's not about pointing out faults or anything, just what do you love? Or it could be outside. Focus on a tree. Look at, that's even an exercise in itself. Look at a tree and focus on like the trunk and the branches and the leaves, and just, it really brings you to your present, like to the present moment. So even in a room, and that's what I do with our children, is when I find that I'm thinking about what I need to do next, or, oh man, I have a huge list to do of work, or they're just, I'm getting a little overwhelmed by like, oh, I should be doing this, or I should be doing that. Like you get caught in the should times. They're like, like I should be doing this with my time kind of thing. That's when I focus on my kids, or even you. Like I focus on the things that I love, like things that they're talking about, or if they're playing really good, like I'm just in that moment and just really taking it in. And because they're not young forever, and we always people keep telling us that. It's like we know, and it's just really enjoying those times, and really just focusing on that. And
you're right, when you focus with your children, when you're present with your children, they can tell, and they respond in kind. And some of my best moments with our kids has been when I've been fully present, and like I didn't realize that's what was going on until later. But when I was fully present, our communication was better. We just clicked. We had a good time. And it's creating those kinds of really fundamental and foundational memories that they need to build on as they grow older and build their own relationships and their own social circles. So yeah, it's been some of my cutest moments with our kids has been when I've been there, even if I didn't realize that I was fully there at the time. When I come back to it later, I'm like, that's why that went well, because I was there. I wasn't thinking about other things. I wasn't thinking about the next thing to do.
Yes, kids definitely pick up on that. And that's one of the things that really help. Because I'm not a fan of like saying you need to train our children or things. It really starts with from within. And they really pick up on things. So like if we're stressed, things are going to seem more stressful in the household. Like even here, when things are going on and we're like, there's so much going on, our kids pick up on that, and they seem to be like a little bit more like rowdy or screamy, or like they're fighting each other. But when we just really get out of our heads, out of our own stuff that's going on, and really present, that's like you said, that's really when the magic happens. And that's why I say, less doing, more being, because when we're being whatever it may be, being present in the very moment by yourself, with your children, spouse, friends, a family member, a pet, that's when the magic happens. Like if you think about our cats, even you're petting them, like say you're petting and working, they're going to be constantly nudging. Like I've had this where they, I'm petting them, but I'm over doing something else. Well, our one cat bites us if we're not fully present petting him.
That's true.
And the other one will just keep nudging me until I finally like stop for a minute and pet. And then when I pet like for a couple minutes, and they're like, okay, we're good. And then they, tuck in beside me and cuddle me.
Or move on.
Yes. But it's being that present moment, just taking just a couple minutes out of your day and being fully present will really, like being fully present for 5 minutes probably equals at least like a half hour, or just like, or more maybe. I don't even know for sure. I can't give you statistics here.
There's probably not a math equation for it. Yeah.
But the thing is, like something like if you're spending a half hour with your kids, but you're not really present, and it might look like you're present, but in your head you're not, they can sense that. So it's like even taking And you can be with them for that half hour, but just set that phone away for like 5-10 minutes. And if you already do that, it's trying to figure out how to get out of your head, because we live a lot in our heads, and really just like bring your awareness to your heart and really just focus on that moment. So we hope that has helped. And I love hearing your input, because that was really helpful. Because I do things so differently. So I really love having your side of the story here for this one. And we hope that helped. And here's to being more. Not
doing less.
Yes, yeah. And we're not asking you to like move mountains or anything, just being present with yourself and everyone around you. Until next time, have a beautiful day, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye for now.